here before, welcome. I do trucking vlogs, lifestyle videos, and general informational videos on things that I do within my life. So stay tuned and definitely subscribe if you want to see more of that. Alright, so today's video, alright. Oh, by the way, I have on makeup with the whole eyeshadow and etc. because I was doing my makeup to take like photos for Instagram and such. So I was feeling myself. But yeah, that's why I look like this. But today's video, like I said in my last trucking post, I am going to break down one of the type of positions that I've had in trucking so far. We are in July, so I want to say that it's been like a full year now that I have started my trucking journey or my trucking career or whatever you want to call it, and that's kind of like a huge accomplishment. Like, I didn't actually think I would really like it, but I do. But anyways, that's not what this video is about, so we'll just get right into it. Okay, so Dollar General is considered a dedicated route. As mentioned in my last video, actually you guys should check that out after this video, and I will post it. Dollar General is considered a dedicated account, which means that you will be driving within a specific region, and your routes are probably gonna look like something where you drive from a warehouse and then they break down your big order. We're just gonna call it an order. Your big order, your big freight shipment from the warehouse amongst several different stores. On the particular account that I was on with Dollar General, well, Dollar General is the account, but my experience with Dollar General, I had anywhere ranging from 8 to 11 stores a day. Okay, so I had one trailer, and I would have to deliver to several different Dollar General stores, okay, in like rural like areas, because if you've never been to a Dollar General before, you kind of know all the areas look exactly like that. They're on back roads, kind of like countryside. They're not necessarily near the city areas, okay? So think about, you know, you're not driving on a highway for the most part, you're driving on back roads for the most part, and then you're dropping off at 8 to 11 different stores, according to my experience. Could be more, could be less. But one of the key things that most people are concerned about with the Dollar General account is the manual labor. So yes, you are delivering to so many stops, and yes, you have to unload the trailer yourself. Okay, you definitely have to take it behind to the back of the trailer, okay, and unload whatever given amount they give you for each stop, and you have to do that for 8 to 11 different stops. All right, so so when you're delivering to the stops, from my knowledge, Dollar General is split into, I guess, two divisions. You have like the regular freight, which is like the dry stuff, and then you have like the refrigerated unit, which would have like all the dairy stuff, all the stuff that's going to be in the fridge, obviously. Okay, so anything that goes in a shell goes in a regular trailer. And I want to tell you, if you are going to drive a regular trailer, or if you're going to consider Dollar General at all, be sure to ask if you're going to be driving a dry van versus a TCU. A TCU is a temperature control unit. So and it makes a huge difference, because imagine in the summertime or the wintertime, if you're just in a dry van with no temperature control, okay, those trailers, I want to say, I don't know if it's aluminum, but it's made of some kind of metal, and it is 10 times hotter inside than it is outside, okay? The temperature, whatever temperature it is outside, it is amplified on the inside. I don't know. It's like a big box consuming all the energy, and if you're in there, you're gonna sweat and you're gonna lose some weight. Okay. But keep that in mind. You have two different kinds. So the regular stuff that goes on the shelves is in a dry van, and then with the TCU, the temperature control unit, you're gonna have dairy. So it is set at a specific temperature. But I know this sounds like it's a lot better, but you have you're not only unloading the back of the trailer, you're unloading a separate set of the trailer that's considered frozen goods. So they do separate the two. So it's kind of like double the work. I mean, I don't know necessarily. I've only done the TCU, so to me, I figure it would be double the work. But on the bright side, considering, in the summer, it's not too bad, because you're working and you're still sweating, but you're cooling off at the same time. So it's not totally horrible. All right. That I went over what it is. I went over how the routes go. I went over what you do at the stops. All right. How the driving is, what kind of trailers you drive. And now I want to tell y'all, the last thing you want to make sure is the pay rate. So I'm only mentioning the pay rate because I don't work on this account anymore. I would never give my personal information as to how much I am currently making. But the account that I was on with the TCUs, they paid roughly $75,000 a year. All right. And that's pretty good pay, considering I have no degree. I've been doing this job only for a year. Okay. And I think that's like on the higher pay scale for an entry-level driver. So I think Dollar General definitely is quite attractive for the pay. But some of the things you definitely want to consider is, can you handle the manual labor? Can you handle the heat? Because you could easily make pretty decent money driving without any manual labor, like going over the road or on another dedicated account. It's just not going to be as much as the Dollar General account necessarily. I mean, it depends, but for the most part, I want to say, to my knowledge, the Dollar General account is like probably one of the highest paid dedicated routes that there is. Alright, so I went over what Dollar General is, what you do, what the driving is like, and how much you get paid. Alright, so that's pretty much like the general information about this type of account. I want to say the key factor, if you are considering Dollar General at all, because I know people come on YouTube to see if they should or shouldn't do something, definitely I want to stress the fact that it is manual labor. Okay, and I will get into more details on the manual labor and why it is that made me quit. And it wasn't necessarily, I'll say this as a preview, it wasn't the manual labor that made me quit. It was one particular day on that account that made me quit and just say forget it. Okay, so if you want to know if you want to know what that one day was like that made me give up $75,000 a year, okay, stay tuned for part 2 of this video. I will be posting it this week. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and recommend any other videos that y'all might want to see. Like, I want to switch it up. If you definitely are interested in doing trucking, I know I've gotten some comments in my inbox that people are considering this after reviewing my videos. So if there's something you have a question about, leave it in the comment section, or go ahead and keep inboxing me on Instagram, and I'll definitely consider filming more variations of trucking videos. All right, bye.